Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome here to the Sports Talk Network channel. And I'm back here doing my live reaction to the other women's title match. This time being the Raw Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. An actual Extreme Rules match. I also did want to bring up here, before we actually live react there, just show the video package promo for the match itself. I don't know the network right now. For Snapchat, I don't know, for those that are out there watching this live or otherwise, do you know how to get a Snapchat video from another person, that they shared on their feed, I guess you can say, on their account? Because first I did save it, so it's saved, but how do I send it to my friends that aren't friends with her? Like my sister did a video because I had a nice little interaction with my nephew, and it was kind of a funny, cool thing, and I wanted to show my friends, but I wasn't smart enough in the moment to hand my phone over to my mom or my sister to do the video for my Snapchat, just as well as her own Snapchat at that moment. But it'll be interesting. No, but I just wanted to ask, does anybody know how to do that? Take a video, Snapchat video, or even Snapchat photo, however, from somebody else's, to save it or to send it out to other people that might not be friends with her or him or whoever, but they still can see it, even though they're not friends with that other individual. Because you saved it, you're sending it to them. And you are friends. But yeah, I don't know if you can hear it all the way upstairs. My sister watching The Ranch show. That's on Netflix. And I'm watching Big City Green on Disney Channel. That show's actually pretty cool. I actually don't mind it. Sorry about that. But anyways, I'll probably have this on mute for most of the time because I tried to have some volume during the last match. I didn't get any copyright strike, but I did get a video sped up because of that, right? It was I think it was like a 10-minute match, but it was only like a 2 to 4 minute video because the music of Carmelo's I had in the start to the end, and otherwise an actual audio from the show. But like I said, for Snapchat, I don't know if you guys that are watching live are on Snapchat, but do you guys or gals know how to send a video that's someone else's to your own friends that aren't friends with the individual, and yet they still be able to see the video without having to ask that person to add them as a friend for 2 minutes to watch the video that I sent? So I don't know. I just wanted to ask that. I'm sure there's a simple way, but I'm new to Snapchat. I'm still trying to learn how that app works and what those numbers mean also underneath it. Like, does it mean friends, number of friends? And then if you click on it again, it has 2 numbers, one here, a line, and then a number here. I don't know what those 2 mean, but I don't know, maybe I should just Google it. But I just wanted to ask for people that do and are more active on Snapchat if you know how that all works, because I wanted to share it to my friends. Now I know, because my sister, who did the actual video originally, from her Snapchat that I was trying to get it from, said I wouldn't be able to obviously post on my own account. Well, yeah, they're just proving that it is on. But like I said, I'm going to put it on mute just so I can actually have this video be the full length of the match, however long it be. I don't know, maybe it'll be a 5-minute match, maybe it'll be a 2-second match, a 3-second match, kind of like the squash match between Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura was. I doubt it, but you never know. But lately, in the last couple of months, it seems, I have to go back and see, I've definitely been doing women's title matches. Of course, each and every month I was live reacting to the SmackDown Live women's title matches because Carmella was Miss Money in the Bank. Such the awesome Carmella. Awesome to have both my gals and Chicas being the Raw and SmackDown Live Women's Champion. So that was cool. And I mean, it's still cool. And there's a little stare down between Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss. Bliss in the ring, Rousey in the front row, bought a ticket with her husband and a friend there at the show. And I guess they even said Ronda Rousey won't be on Raw, or at least she won't be. She might show up because her suspension doesn't end until Wednesday. The 1 month suspension, even though technically, even in kayfabe world, she technically was suspended on that Monday on the Raw, of course, not in a tweet on Wednesday after. Unless that's how it officially happened, blah blah blah. You're trying to make it as real as it can be, though. Still, kayfabe storyline reasons and suspension, of course, right? Because she might be soon to become the Raw Women's Champion. Sorry about that, Raw Women's Champion when we get to SummerSlam, but we'll see. Oh, it's true. It's dangerous. I don't know. I just like to do that, even though I don't have hair exactly set up to do that in a cool way. I used to try to grow it out. I used to try to grow it out and have it long, and have it like the as. And I don't, and I'm not being racist because I myself am Hispanic, but I would say the Mexican look. Oh, look at hair, nice. Look back. Because I even had that goop stuff, hair gel to try to keep it down and keep it looking all Rico Suave. I don't know what the heck is going on here. We got a back and forth between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Bliss either trying to hit Nia with all these weaponry, and Nia's throwing him in the ring. And Nia just chasing Bliss. But I don't think Nia's going to be winning the championship. And I don't even think Ronaldo cost her the championship. I think in the end, Bliss actually wins fair and square. Fair and square as it is in an Extreme Rules match. And I actually thought, and we were talking about this on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at WWE_podcast. And we were talking about this in my big group chat thing. And you are welcome to interact with me there if you are on Twitter. We have over 40 people in that mega thread. And we were talking about how, wondering, because one of us, Stephen A, at Stephen A 1181 on Twitter, again, that is Stephen A 1181, Stephen with a PH. He doesn't have a PhD, but he has PH in his name. Stephen spelled with a PH. Stephen A 1181, he brought up and asked if we thought that Nia Ronda Rousey was going to be the main event. And I was thinking maybe, because it's the only match that actually has the Extreme Rules stipulation in said namesake pay-per-view event, the Extreme Rules 2018 edition. So I thought maybe it could be. Also, you have Ronda Rousey. He's one of the bigger name stars now on the roster. Got it over from UFC, blah, blah. And you're going to have some kind of big interaction or altercation between her and Bliss after Bliss retains the title. Because I used to believe, and I predicted on my show and on Talking WWE that Little Miss Sexy Bliss was going to retain the title. And I thought just with anything, you have Nia looking strong through the whole match, and then out of nowhere, Bliss getting the win somehow, some way, either with Mickie James' help or some other way. But at least this time, she's actually taking bumps in this actual Extreme Rules match. In the kendo stick match, she never got hit with that kendo stick by Bayley last year. I mean, I'm sure that's just how they had to go for that feud in that match. But while I was watching it last year, I was wondering, well, Bliss can't take these bumps? Then why is she in this match? I mean, she's great, and that's why she deserves to be in that match in general. And the point was at that moment, it was like, okay. But now here, she's actually at least took one bump, and I'm sure she'll take more on actual weaponry and not just dishing it out to the opponent. So, back and forth into actual match psychology. And Bliss, though, is one of the best in the ring. I'd argue she is the second best in the Raw women or in the women's division, period, in WWE, behind the other essentially one, Miss Charlotte Flair. Single Charlotte Flair as well. But yeah, Bliss is engaged. Carmella, she's single too, but then again, I also was really into Summer Rae. And I thought if WWE gave her a shot, Summer Rae could have been something on the roster, and I think she was drafted to Raw in the actual draft, one of the last picks. So Carmella was actually the legit last pick in the whole dang thing because it was on the WWE Network exclusive thing. But as Nia Jax beating up on Alexa Bliss, been dominating pretty much most of the matches that have right here. Bliss Moving out of the way is Nia Jax trying to ram into her like a freight train. I ended up running into steel chair. Like I said, I think Bliss will retain, and it can't be like a by DQ thing because it's an Extreme Rules match. I mean, they're all able to use it on each other. And that kind of looks whatever. And Natty, why did it seem like it took so long for you to get over there? I mean, as much as you don't want to make it look so staged, you at least want to slowly be over there. Just see that, Ronda. I guess we should have known, but then why isn't this in the main event? If we're having this interaction with Ronda Rousey, though she is still not fired, but she is suspended. And if she's still suspended, she can't touch any of the superstars. She's a fan, actually, at that moment. I know, isn't it? But where's Bliss? You think she should be attacking Bliss? But no, Ronda Rousey attacking Mickie James, throwing her over the announce table. Now she's giving her that stare to Alexa Bliss. But really, I wonder how this is going to work on the storyline if Kurt Angle's going to might have to fight her or have a talk with her on Monday. Then again, we're also supposed to have that results of the what was it? The results of the therapy sessions for Bayley and Banks. There's a Bliss on the top rope here. Nia catching her. Might have to do some play-by-play. But no, I actually think the match has actually gone pretty well. And you had that Ronda Rousey interaction. It does look like Bliss is going to retain. Because if Bliss doesn't retain and Nia wins the title back, that wouldn't make any sense. With Rousey wanting to face Bliss. And you're not going to have Bliss against Rousey just one-on-one non-title, no title in the mix, right? So have Bliss win here. Bliss versus Rousey at pay-per-view. Yeah, congratulations to Alexa Bliss retaining the Raw Women's Championship. I will have this uploaded and the picture there from WWE's Twitter handle usually when I get those. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this live view. Welcome to Thumbs Up It. If you want, share it and otherwise. And let me know if you do have an answer for my Snapchat question I was asking earlier. If you don't, then that's fine too. I tried to Google search it, but no responses on it. Maybe there just isn't a way. Maybe I should have just known just in a video or the next time. But this it happens. But anyways, we'll have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of the pay-per-view. I will be back here later on after the pay-per-view is over to give my quick review and then a full review on Thursday night as I usually do. Enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, and above all else, as always, take care.